Hello everyone, this is Shelby with Shelby Creations. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back to the Dragon's Den. We're still working in our journal, the one that we did the snippet spine on. And one of my subscribers suggested that we simply call it the Victorian journal because she said it has that Victorian vibe to it. So that's what we're going to go with. I know some of these pages, they still look a little unfinished, but right now I'm fine with those. I may at a later date add something else. But I've left that option open on quite a few pages. Let me see, I think there was 2 in that one. This was the last page we did, so now we're on our next spread. Usually I like to work a little from the front, a little from the back, but this time I think I'm going to try to make it through this way. Now, I've already made my selection, and all I did was go through the things that I had pulled, and if it talked to me, if it jumped out at me, I just simply pulled it out. And this is, I probably won't use everything, but I did pull out a couple of washi tapes. I've got another frame because I do like working with frames. A scrap piece of paper. These are all the little things on that one big sheet that I have left. I'm trying to use those up, so I will pull these out. And this one little piece of lace that came out. Now I do have quite a few of flower stickers here, and the reason why I pulled these are mainly for the small ones. I may use the small ones on this page. Not sure yet. I pulled out, let me see the piece of paper I've got back here, because it'd be easier to show on the back of these. I pulled out a sticker, and I do have my stamps. Another little I don't know if that's a sticker, if that's just a piece of paper. We'll find out. If not, I've got glue. I've got another little piece. Now this one came off of a washi roll, so I've got that one. I've got some little teeny tiny stamps. I said I may use all this, I may not. I have a piece of vellum. Now with vellum, if you glue around it, if the glue you use is the Fabri-Tac, you won't see the glue so much. I do have just, let's see, is that, yeah, that's the right way. A little rose card. Some other pieces of paper here to use. And I pulled out these 2 for my wallpaper. And I know this one it sort of blends into the background no matter which side I go with. So anyway, let's just get started. See how it ends up. And I've got to, when you put this against that or that, you sort of lose the edge. And that's why I like to ink my edges, and it just makes the things you put down pop. They don't fade away into the background. There goes one, and then we'll get this one done right quick. This is a darker page, so I'm going to come up a little on the page with a little ink to give it a little used factor, a little aging, especially these corners. I'm going to do opposing corners. There. Now, do I want it that way or do I want it? I think this way will work best. So let's get these down first thing. I still have to clean that top to that other glue bottle. I haven't got to that yet. So I'll get to that later. Okay, that looks good enough. Oh, do I want it closer to the inside, or let's put this one closer to the inside than to the outside. Somewhat centered, but not quite. And now we have this one. I know I talk a lot here lately about auditioning your papers and stamps. And the main reason why I do that is because so many times I've decided, okay, I'll put this here, put that there, you know, get it all laid out. Then I move the stuff off. Because when I do that, I've got my page open. I think I like it that way better. This one, I want up here. What I'll do is I'll lay out everything before I glue it down, see where I want it. Then I'll move it off. And when I go to put it back, I forget where I said I was going to put it. I do have another one of these. I think, do I want it? I can even do that over there. That looks good. And when I tore the page off of that, out of the little book, it tore some up here. And all that's going to do, it just, to me, it just gives character. So we'll get this one inked up. And this one down. I find that when I've been trying to do, you know, the spread all at one time. And when I pull, you know, for the stuff I want on it, it just seems like it goes, doing the actual page goes so much easier. Now, I don't know, I did not plan out where anything was going to go with these. I just simply pulled to see what I had. Now, the larger ones, see, I've got these three. Where do I want? That doesn't really show up against that one, but it does show up against there. I don't want that whole page. So I'm just going to come in here and rip it down. Do it just like that. Do I want to just the tiniest piece off of here? See, this piece I'll save, but the rest of this, I need some of this off. Just a little. Just like that. And we'll get things inked and ready to go down. And there are also times that when I've pulled everything, I'll just take a few minutes then and get everything inked. But with this journal, I'm trying to show you that, you know, there are so many different ways to pick and choose what you want. You know, to audition your pieces. Do like those. Now this one here, because it has the lace, I have to be really careful. When I'm doing this, what I can do is you simply take a piece of paper that is, you know, that you can put behind it to sort of support that. Pull it down a bit more. And then it's easier to ink. And then because I'm doing that corner there with the lace. And you can do this with doilies too, or anything that has a delicate edge to it. And there's that one. Now I've got those done. I think while I'm at it, let me go ahead and ink this one. Because from here on out is where I think that one's mainly been inked before. I have this little one here. Not that. I'm not worried about that one. And then I have the frame. All I'm going to do is just touch around the outside. Because if you come in and brush it, you risk the chance of losing that color on the front. I want to keep the color, but I just want these edges to be a little more defined. So all I'm doing is, you see, just tap, tap, tap. And because this is so thin, it's hold it and tap, hold it and tap. You know, support it as it goes. Come down this way. And do the same along here. It takes a few, you know, a couple more seconds to do this, but you'll see in the long run, it's definitely going to be worth it. So there, I have all of these pieces done. So now I have to figure out where I'm going to put them, if I'm going to use them all. I know I want those there. I know I want that one up there. This one here could actually get tucked. Ooh. Now see, if I had already glued that down, I wouldn't be able to tuck that under. That can go on top of that there. Then I just have to figure where everything else is going. That works. So when you're doing this, you don't want to disturb your papers. Do the bottom first. Come in here and I'll glue these. Now where I laid them out is, it may not be the exact place. They may need to go up a little bit more, down a little bit more, but they're in the area I want them to be. Ooh, what if let's come down even further. See, now you're able to look at the piece on its own, and it's a lot easier to see where you're going to put them. See, just because you pulled it and you think, oh yeah, well that's where it's going to go, it may need to be adjusted a little bit. That here. Now, I'm just going along this edge. I'm not worried about the inside. And I know I've gone over with some of the glue there. So this one, along that edge there, put it down. Now, because I know I have a little bit of, there's going to be seepage here, I'm going to come in here just with my paper towel and blot it down. So that may need a little bit more. So that's those. Now I know this is going to be the first one down here. So get it inked up. And if you put something in a position that you think, oh, I didn't really want it there, doesn't matter. The only person that knows it's in the wrong area is you. Nobody else is going to know. Okay, so I've got that one. And then, do I want this on top or on bottom? Let's put this one on the bottom. And over, scribble, scribble, scribble. Make sure I've got it the right way. And I want this one really close to there, so I'm just touching here. Now, for this one, we're going to come in here and get this one down. Just like that. Now, I've got all my background stuff done. Now I need to come in here and figure out where everything else, where do I want things to go? See, that would look good there. That would actually disappear there. We could put that there. Is that the right, yeah. Or even there. But I think I'm liking it down here. So on your vellum, you may be able to see just a touch of it when it dries, but it's not going to be noticeable because Fabri-Tac and vellum they just work so good together. Over just a touch. There. Now, I want you to see that. You can't see where the background is, but you can still see the flower. It's one of the magics of Fabri-Tac. Now, if I wanted to do one of these, I don't think the blues would work, but that one would work. So we'll keep that in mind. This could go there. This could go anywhere, really. Where do I kind of like that there. I don't think this is a sticker, but we'll get out our tape just to see. It may not. I don't remember. No, it's not a sticker. We're safe. Which way is up? Which way is down? Just like that. Put this a little bit farther down there so that it's like an extenuation of the green there. Now, are we going to put our pink on? I pulled it, but I don't know. I don't really think I'm going to use that this time. All right, let me get my thing on, my stuff up there. What about my washi tape? Do I want, because I know I need to start using my washi tape. This is just, I've got so much, and if I don't use it, you know, I'm afraid it will go to waste. And it'll get like that old washi tape we have that sits in our drawers forever and we never use it. My goal this year is to try to use as much of what I have. Now, see how that sort of bent there? So I'm going to come in here, just grab it with my tweezers, And when I do, it sort of adheres to the bottom one. And then I can figure out exactly where I want it to go. What if we put it there? To me, it's just that much easier to do my placement. I do like that. There. I was thinking about that earlier. Let's just put it there. Come on. I know you come off, but now you're going to give me a hard time and not come off. You know, it's always something that doesn't want, there we go, that wants to be contrary-wise and not work. Well, come on. There we go. Drag out my tweezers again. And just like that. I like that. Oh, you have these little teeny stamps. We have these little teeny stamps. Where do... Should I? I'm still undecided about those. I do, but I don't. See, would that one, that color work? That would definitely bring out the color from the other side. I still have two small ones there. I'm not going to worry about those. Those, you can always put those on somewhere else. But this one is the one I want. And I'm doing, the reason why I'm doing just a little fussy cutting on here is because I don't want a lot of that shiny background. They do have washi tape that that is pre-cut. So all you have to do is peel the designs off. Now that I peeled it off, I forgot where I was going to put it. I don't want it there, I know that much. Let's try one here. See, is there another one to use? I do have the hydrangeas, but then I've got a rose there. Let's try. See, is that the same? No. All I'm doing is cutting the flowers off. The ones that I would like to use. Then I can come back, trim them down, and then decide where they go. Right, there's that one. I'm just going to snip these sides that are poking out for that one. That one will do. This one here. Just snip them off as close as I possibly can. And there goes that one. And I don't know about this one, but it is so pretty. And if I don't use it, then it'll all be ready for the next one. So where, oh where, oh where? That would be the perfect place for that. Right there. Now, I am determined to use that frame today. So we've still got that to put down. I thought this had a... figure out which way would look better. And then put it right there in that corner. And then I have this one. There's absolutely nothing on here. We need something on there. Yeah, we need something on there. We'll do this one here. Yeah, I know there's sometimes you can hear my fan in the background. But that other noise today, it's a thunderstorm. Yes, we are due for them. It's the rainy season. Now, what do I want to capture with it? And it doesn't matter. You can put this anywhere you would want. I think there would be good. Yeah, and get that off of my hand. Take the lid off, shell. Come in here. We'll just dot the corners along the long sides. Another one maybe there in the middle. There. Now, I wanted this to cover the word foreign. Not because I don't want the word, because I don't want the word. There. I do like that. But I still wanted to use my washi. I mean, I did pull it out. Even if it's just a strip. I want to put that down. Sort of towards the edge. I like that there. Then I do have the darker one. But I don't really think that would go with what I'm using. With the colors I've chosen. What about another piece? We've got one edge. Just tear off a piece here. Just barely covering the top of that. Not bad. Not bad at all. I think that's, I don't know. I keep looking at these here. I'm going to anyway. I know I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to anyway. It may be overkill, but I'm going to anyway. Put that one there. Come down, do this little one. Get glue on the back of it. I have no idea which way that one's supposed to go. Is it? I reckon it's that way. Yeah, here I tell y'all, it doesn't matter. Just put them down. It'll be okay. They can go sideways, front ways, whatever. And here I'm looking at which way the design goes. There. Nice little cluster of stamps. I'm going to call it done. I don't think it really needs anything else. So, you know what we do at the end. We always straighten up our mess. take our flowers that we're not going to use, and I did not use any of these this time. I've still got the rest of the book to go through. So these can go, see, all of these are stickers. That's scrap. Washi tape goes back with the washi tape. And the lace goes back in with the lace. Put my cover on my ink. That goes back in my little tray. Tweezers get put up. Scissors gets put up. And I think I need to go ahead and put the top back on this one. And this goes back where it belongs. There, my desk is cleaned up. My page is done. And it's raining cats and dogs outside. So what do y'all think? Let me know in the description. Is there anything you do different? Is there anything you want to see on some of the... I mean, we've got a lot of pages here. You know, in the comments, send me your ideas. So, I think it turned out really good. If you like what I've shared today, give me a thumbs up. Because to all of us, those thumbs up, to everyone that does videos, those thumbs up mean a lot. So, I hope you enjoyed this today. So until next time, bye guys.